boys and girls. Welcome to Penny's Alphabet Nook, where we are going to talk about a letter of the alphabet. You're right. What? Did I hear that right? You mean you're already ready? You already have your paper and your markers and your alphabet line? Oh, man, you guys are getting faster and faster. I'm telling you what. Well, are you ready? Okay, well, I guess I'm ready too. Today, we're going to learn about the letter U. And if you remember or have been following my videos, last week we talked about the letter Q and how we said Q always wants to have his best friend U with him. So I thought, well, this week we need to talk about the letter U to follow Q. Okay, now when we look at our uppercase U, it's just one line. We are going to start at the top, down and back up, okay? And when we look at the lowercase u, what does that kind of resemble? What do you think that looks like? You're right, it looks like a lowercase n that's upside down. So we're going to be starting, where do you think with the lowercase u, where do you think it's going to start? That's right, you've been following along. You're right, it's going to start at the fence. And it's going to go down and up, and then a second line is going to come straight down. So two lines for the lowercase u and one line for the uppercase u. Okay, are we ready? Let's move on. All right, and remember, I went to HeidiSongs.com and I bought the little poems here and some of the items that I was using for this, the flashcards and things. So, we have our sky, we have our fence, we have the grass, the ground, and the dirt. So, when we look at the uppercase and lowercase u, is it going to be down here in the dirt? No, it's going to stay between the two lines, right? It's going to stay in the sky and at the ground. Okay, so let's go with our uppercase u. Start at the top. Smile down and back up. If you see a smile, it's a U, U, U. And I never thought about that. It is kind of like a smile, isn't it? And we need to see that today. We need a big old smiley face today. All right, now let's go with the lowercase u. Our lowercase u is going to start right here at the fence. So start at the fence, smile down and back up, then a straight line down, and now you're done. All right, good job. Now, are we ready to make some on our own? Okay, let's get started. What color should we use first? I know, I got to move my papers out of the way because sometimes my marker goes through. Whew, you guys have really been paying attention. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, what color first? Green. Sounds good. So, we start at the top. We're up here at the sky. Smile down to the ground. Back up to the sky. And if we see a smile, then we have a U. Do we see a smile? You're right, we do. Okay, now what about the lowercase u? It's basically the same thing. We just have to have a stick down. So start at the fence. Smile down to the ground. Back up to the fence and straight down. Good job, okay? What color should we use next? Red. That sounds like a good choice. Uppercase first. From the sky down to the ground. Back up to the sky. Good. And our lowercase. We're at the fence. Down to the sky. Smile back up to the fence. And straight line down. All right. Next color, our third color will be what? Purple. Okay, that's a good one. Ready? One line for the uppercase u. Two lines for the lowercase u. Good work. All right, what should our fourth color be? Yellow. All right, sounds good. Uppercase u, remember, back up to the sky. Down to the ground. Let's see if we see our smile. Do we see our smile? You're right. We were correct. And now the lowercase u. At the fence, we want to see a baby smile, and then our line back down. Okay, now 4 colors down, 4 colors left to go. What should be our 5th color? Blue. Okay, I'm going to start back up here at the top. Uppercase, down and up, and lowercase, down and up, and then back down. Good. All right, what is our 6th color going to be? Black. Good job. All right. Now, I'm not going to say anything this time. I'm going to be completely quiet. That's hard to believe, isn't it? Me being completely quiet, but I'm going to do it. You ready? Good job. All right, what should our 7th color be? Orange. All right. So we start at the top, down to the bottom, and back up. And then our lowercase u, same way, but a straight line down so he doesn't roll away. And our final color, our 8th one today is what? Brown. Okay, good job. Uppercase U, down, smile, and go back up. And our lowercase u, start at the fence, smile, go back up, and bring a stick down. All right, good job. Oh, that page is done. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we're going to have to, first we have to find the letter U. You're right. So we are going to count and see what number the letter U is in our alphabet. First thing is, do you see the U? Let me start here. When you find it, you tell me to stop. I'm going down the alphabet line. Where is the U? I'm getting close to the end. There's my Q, but where's my U? Oh, right there. You're right. So I'm going to put a little dot right there at the U. Now we'll go back and we'll count. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, the letter U is the 21st letter of the alphabet. 21. All right, let's find our U. Find it again. Okay, what letter comes before the letter U? What's that letter right there? You're right, that letter is a T. So let's make a T up here, our uppercase T. All right, now find your U again. What letter comes after the U? What's that one? Okay, that's the letter V. V is in victory. Down and back up. Okay, so we know that the letter T comes before the letter U. We know the letter V comes after the letter U. And the letter U is the 21st letter of the alphabet. Okay, now let's move on. Now we need to know what sound does the letter U make. Now, the letter U is a vowel, and if you remember, our vowels, they make 2 sounds by themselves. They make their long vowel sound, which is they just say their name, U, and then they make a short vowel sound, okay? So we're going to hear both of them. You ready? You have your listening ears turned on? Okay, let's begin.
U says U, and U says Every letter makes a sound. U says U, and
All right, so did you hear the 2 sounds? The first one is the long vowel sound, says its name, U. And what was the short vowel sound? Yeah, right. Okay, let's listen one more time.
U. U says U. And U says Every letter makes a sound. U says U. And
So we have U and Okay, got it? Okay. U is one of the hard words, one of the hard letters to think of words that begin with the letter U. Now, do you have anybody in your family whose name starts with the letter U? Well, if you have some aunts or uncles in your family, the word uncle, it starts with the letter U. So you'd have Uncle Scooter or Uncle Scott, right? I'm sure you have some uncles out there in your family. Let's see. Can you think of any other words? Oh, again, like I said, the letter U is kind of a hard word. Oh, what? Did I hear someone say something? Did I hear someone say an umbrella? You're right. Umbrella starts with the letter U. But you know what? I hope we don't need an umbrella today. I don't want any rain. I want to see the sun shining today. What about you? Yeah, me too. Okay, let's turn the page and see if we can come up with some other U words. Okay, this first picture here, this little girl is pointing where? She's pointing up. You're right. Good. Up. All right, this little fella right here, you know what he's supposed to represent? He's supposed to represent the ugly duckling. I think he's kind of cute. I don't think he's ugly at all. Okay, what about this button? The arrow is pointing to where this button is. We have a table, and then this button is where? Right, it is under the table, right. And then we have, what's that? You're right, a pair of underwear. Oh my goodness. And there was our umbrella, right? And then the last picture, what's this little girl doing right here? She is hanging upside down. Now, tell you what, when I was a little girl, I loved to do that. I loved to sit in the apple tree that was in our backyard, and I would hang upside down just like that. But then my favorite thing to do in the apple tree was to sit and look at books and then to just look out and see what was outside. I loved being in the apple tree when I was a little girl. Okay, so that finished that. Oh, we need to review, don't we? I almost forgot. Boy, I'm glad you guys have been paying attention and remember. Okay, we know that the letter U has two sounds, right? It says what? It says its name, U, and then what's the other one? All right. We know that the letter U is now the 21st letter in the alphabet. The letter T comes before it. The letter V comes after it. Oh no! Guess what we forgot to do, boys and girls? I can't believe that. We forgot to say the letters. Oh boy. Tom, I'm glad we went back for a review. We forgot. Okay. I'm starting to slip, and you guys didn't catch that one. But I bet you would have caught it the next time, huh? All right, let's go back and say our letters of the alphabet. So we need to find our letter U. Now we're going to say the letters forward. Okay, you ready? U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Well, that was short going that way, wasn't it? Well, the U is the 21st letter of the alphabet. It's getting very close to the end. Okay, and now we need to say them back. You're right. Now this one, we're going to have to take a deep breath for. Ready? Okay. U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, and A. Whew, that was kind of hard to do, wasn't it? All right, now let's go back and finish our review. We know the letter T comes before it. We know the letter V comes after it. We just got through saying our letters. And we know that the U is the 21st letter of the alphabet. Then we had our practice where we made a smile. We start at the sky, We go down and smile back up. Right, okay, and we know that we used 8 different colors. And then here we had the picture where we start at the top, smile down and back up. If you see a smile, it's a U. And our lowercase u starts at the fence and stops at the ground. Smile down and back up and a straight line down. Okay. And then we know that the letter uppercase U, just one line, and a lowercase u, 2 lines. Down and up and then straight back down. Okay. Whew. Now, we've had our review. So what time is it? Of course, I know you wasn't going to forget that. It's time for a game. You're right. Okay. And the game I have today to go with the letter U, and again, the letter U is a hard letter to find something to go along with it. But it took a little bit, but I figured out a game for us to play. So for this game, we are going to reuse some things that you may already have at your house. You know what these things are right here? What are those? Any ideas? You're right. They're bottle caps. They're lids on water bottles or juice bottles. If we'll come over to the other camera, I'll show you. You can see a better picture of them. So I collected 26 bottle caps. So instead of recycling them and taking them to the recycling center or throwing them in the trash where they'll end up in a landfill, I decided to reuse them. And that makes our earth happy. So what you're going to do is you're going to collect 26 bottle caps, one for each letter of the alphabet, and then you're going to write the uppercase letters. You know why you're writing just the uppercase letters? Right, because uppercase starts with the letter U. All right. Now, once you have done that, then you're going to take your bottle caps and you're going to turn them back over. So now they are upside down. Okay. And then you're also going to need a piece of paper where, again, you have the uppercase letters written down, okay? And you're going to put that off to the side. Now, you could use your fingers if you want to play this game. I decided that this is a good way for us to learn how to, do you know what this is helping us learn? When you look at that, what does that look like I'm doing? You see how my fingers are? You're right. I am learning how to hold a pencil or a marker, right? I am using my pinchers, learning to pinch there where I can hold on to something, okay? So you take your tongs, and Mom and Dad, they might have a set of these already in the kitchen. Just ask them if you can borrow them. If you don't have them, use your fingers, or maybe a little teeny tiny pair of tweezers that they may have too. So just ask, okay? So I'm going to take my tongs. I'm going to pick a letter, pick a bottle cap. Okay, and again, they're all upside down. I'm going to pick one. I'm going to turn it over. And what letter is that? That's the uppercase I. Then I'm going to take my card, if you can see my card right there, and I'm going to put my uppercase I on the square that has the uppercase I. All right, let's get another one. Let's try one over here. I squeeze it, I pick it up, and what letter do I have? Right, I have the letter J, and it happens to be right beside of the letter I. Was that not funny that I got IJ? Okay. Now let's do one more. Let's see. How about down here? Let's get that one. Ooh, and what's that letter? That's the uppercase G. You are right. Good job. And so see, boys and girls, you just continue playing the game until you have matched all of your uppercase letters. There I have the uppercase D. And this is something that you could do over and over again. There I have the X, right? Okay. And something else you could do if you didn't want to play the game this way, you could have someone take your bottle caps and hide them around your house. I mean, whew, wouldn't that be fun trying to find those little tiny small bottle caps? That would be a great rainy day activity to do, wouldn't it? You're right. Okay, I'm done. You're done. So I'll see you next week back here at the what? The Patch Office for another episode of what? Penny's Alphabet Nook. You guys are so smart. I'm so proud of you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.